Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm going to just say a couple of things. Thank you to all of you who stayed around. I know it's been about a month since my last reading. Those of you who've been around a while will know that every now and then I just need to completely remove my energy from anything to do with the channel, simply just because I'm battling with some health issues at the moment. I am getting better, so I'm really hoping that as time goes by I'll be able to be more consistent with delivering the videos. So thank you to all of you who've messaged me, stayed in there. I'm sorry I haven't responded I don't think I responded to anybody this time, which is really naughty of me, but I just really needed to just shut down. So thank you for still being here is what I say. So I'm going to have a look. I want to have a really good look at the Divine Masculine tonight. But I know on a Sunday I got into the habit of doing karmic readings every Sunday, and I know some of you really enjoyed those. I'm just kind of feeling that I need to spread those out a bit, because I don't really want the focus of the twin flame journey to be constantly on the karmic. So, they've sent us a card. Sorry, they do make me laugh. Just as I said that I don't want the focus to be on the karmic, look at the card that Spirit have given us. It says, expand your horizons. Exactly, that's exactly what I was saying. So yes, so tonight I may have a quick look at the karmic later if I feel that's right, but I really want to have a look at what is happening between the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine, because I want to bring back that energy to us as Divine Feminines and Divine Masculines. So let's do that. Let's do that, Spirit. Can we have a look at the overarching message, please? Yeah, the time is now. So that's a real sort of confirmation that Spirit are saying, yes, it's time to bring this back to where the importance is. And that isn't about concentrating on the karmic. It's interesting to have a look at their relationship. For those of you who have a Divine Masculine in a karmic relationship at the moment, yes, it's always interesting to look at that relationship and what's happening. But we also need to not lose sight of what is happening between the Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine, regardless of what the Divine Masculine has got going on. And yeah, Spirit are confirming the time is now. So we need to actually look at, in fact, let's leave that out. We need to look at what is happening now and see what messages the Divine Masculine has for us. Do we stay with these, Spirit, please? Okay, they've said one more. So there's another message they want to give us. Let's see what this one is. Oh, there's two. Okay. Yeah, exactly. This is exactly what we were just saying. It's time for some rejuvenation. It says clear the past and heal the present. So, whatever we were focusing on the past, we were focusing on what's happening with the Divine Masculine and the karmic, we need to actually heal some of that, clear it, and not heal some of that, clear some of that and heal the present so that we can keep going forward. It looks very bright when I shine that. I hope that this light isn't... I'll tip it a bit and see if that makes a difference. We'll see as we go along. Right. Let us see. I'm just going to have some water. Okay, we're going to pull some of these. So, what are the key issues, Spirit, that are affecting the Divine Masculine at the moment? What are the key issues that are affecting the Divine Masculine in relation to the Divine Feminine at the moment? Oh, wow. The love hasn't gone away, Divine Femmes. Look at this. I ask what is affecting the Divine Masculine regarding the Divine Feminine, and look what we're given straight away, the Lovers. So, the love is definitely very strongly being felt by the Divine Masculine. What else is affecting the Divine Masculine in terms of the Divine Feminine, please? Yeah. He's putting in some work at the moment. I get the feeling that he's doing a lot of preparation. I use the term he, it could be a she. You need to, you know, exchange the energies as it suits you, everybody. But yeah, I get the feeling that he's actually at the moment willing to put the work into this relationship. But I keep hearing the word preparation. So it feels like he's preparing himself to put the effort into this relationship. So for those of you who haven't been hearing from the Divine Masculine, it's a matter, as always, I know, I'm in the same position, but it is a matter of biding your time. The good thing is that he still has plans to put the work in to this relationship, because he's recognizing that, you know, this love is very powerful. It's all encompassing, you know. It's where he needs to be. Right, let's have a closer look, please, Spirit. What are his plans? What are the Divine Masculine's plans towards the Divine Feminine? Okay, they've thrown out balance. So yeah, he wants to balance things out. For some of you where there's been conflict between the two of you, or maybe a lack of understanding some way, you know, he's looking to bring that balance back in. He also knows that in terms of the lovers, he knows that he doesn't feel balanced unless he's with you. I love this card in that, look at how that male and female energy are actually joined there, you know. That really speaks to me of twin energy. Getting annoyed with this light, bear with me. I'll tip that up just a little bit because that light is too bright. Let me see if I can raise it. Does that make any difference, everybody? It just blinds me in the meantime. There we go, let's see how that works. Okay, so yeah, very much twin energy there, because we have a male and female energy presenting as one in order to get this balance. So, you know, I think the Divine Masculine is truly recognizing that, you know, you are a part of him, that you and he are one. Oops, Divine Femmes. Yeah, look at this. They just tipped the cards up, coming together. So, you know, he knows where he wants to be. And we've been saying this for quite a long time. You know, when we did the karmic readings, he's been taking a very slow path. And we know it's slow, but he has been taking the path. I don't believe it. Look, he's really searching to find that balance. It's interesting that that's come under the toil and labour, because I talked about preparation before. He wants to really balance out any sort of arguments that you've had. You know, any disproportionate giving. So, you know, if you're the one Divine Femme that's been putting in a lot of energy to this relationship, the Divine Masculine not only recognises that you're the other part of him and that is the balance that he needs, but he's now realising that in terms of putting in effort, he needs to balance that out, because this feels like it's been a very one-sided situation in the past. So let's just move that over a little bit, because I feel there's another one to come. Oop. Gosh. Okay, yeah. It may be that he's been talking to somebody. I know this is the listen card, but it kind of feels like he's been taking advice. And, you know, I'm not even convinced that this is advice from someone else. For some of them, they may have been taking advice from a friend or someone that they trust, maybe a family member. But more than that, to me, this feels very much like they're taking advice from their own intuition. So maybe it's spiritual advice. We'll find out more about that in a moment. But it feels, you see this pendant here? Here. It kind of feels like my eyes were drawn to that. Which is quite unusual for this card, because I don't normally pay that much attention, but it kind of feels like they're really in touch with their inner selves, that, you know, they they're really listening to their own intuition, their own gut, their own heart, and know that this is what they want and this is the balance that they need moving forward. So let's see if we can find out more about this. Okay. Oh my word. I love this card. The Six of Cups. You know, talks about special memories. It talks about, you know, remembering situations from the past, things that bring a real warmth to the heart. But it's also a card of reconciliation. And, you know, not only do we have the coming together here, but we also have the card of reconciliation. So we're getting a very clear message here that this divine masculine wants to return. It'll be interesting to see if we get the Knight of Swords coming up here, because I do get a feeling of urgency here. It's just it's sort of like an agitated energy I'm getting, which is really weird. Do you know, just as I said that about speed, we get the Hanged Man, which is really quite odd. Because this is obviously all about patience, it's about, you know, waiting, but there's something here that's a bit of an illusion. So in terms of coming together, I get the feeling here, this is quite complex, this, because, you know, it's feeling complex, it's making me feel agitated. Because I feel like, you know, there's something here that is stopping the divine masculine moving forward, but I feel that it's something that he's deluding himself about. You know, it's almost like he's overthinking this situation, that he's creating scenarios that aren't real. You know, for some of them, they may be just worried about coming forward. You know, it's interesting that we have this nice black cat here, but when he looks in the water, it's a jaguar. And, you know, it's almost like he's built up an image in his mind about being fearful of moving forward, because, you know, he may feel that he's the little pussycat coming forward and you're going to be the jaguar that's going to, you know, go for him. You know, there's some hesitancy here, and this is what's caused a bit of a delay. He's been dithering, and, you know, those of you that have followed my readings for a while will remember that we've seen dithering in quite a few. Quite a few, you know, this divine, I shouldn't laugh really, because it affects us all a lot, because trust me, I'm also there with you. But, you know, there's this, it is about a lack of confidence. It's about not being sure how he's going to be received when he does pluck up the courage to come forward. He is quite fearful. And, you know, in being fearful, that is what, look at these padlocks. There's padlock on his ankles, padlock on his wrists. He has the key. He could just move forward, but he's afraid. He is afraid at the moment. That doesn't mean it's going to stop him coming forward, because it's in his wishes. Look how strong this pull is, this togetherness card. Spirit, how is he going to move on from this situation? How's that going to be? How's he going to move on? It's not that one, is it? Yeah, you see, he really wants that stability. Look at this family life here, but look at this financial stability, you know? Pentacles, all about stability, all about finance, this family life. He really wants that deep down security. So wherever he is at the moment, whatever he's doing, whether he's in another relationship or whether he is just, you know, on his own, whatever his situation is, he really wants to build a solid future. That is the only thing that's going to allow him to feel balanced in his life. So, you know, he's very sure about the way forward, and this is what he's working towards. This is why he's doing a lot of preparation. He doesn't want to get it wrong this time. He wants to make sure that when he comes towards you, you're not going to eat him for breakfast, because basically he wants to make sure that he's got something really solid to present to you when he comes forward. How's he going to do that, Spirit? Thank you. It's going to happen quickly. Look at this. You know, wasn't I just saying a few minutes ago, before we got this confusing hangman here, wasn't I just saying that I get a sense of agitation and urgency here? You know? And the Eight of Wands is here to show us that this is going to happen quickly. So although he's spending a lot of time, he has spent a lot of time with his preparation, with him planning, you know, coming forward with something really solid to work towards his future. He doesn't want to mess up this future, but it is going to be soon. He's not going to leave you hanging for much longer. He's done all the doubtfulness. He's going to find that courage from somewhere. What is his intuition telling him, Spirit? Oops. I don't... No, it's not that one, is it? What is his intuition telling him, Spirit, please? What is his intuition telling him? And again, please. What's the... Thank you. Yeah, exactly. His intuition is now telling him he has the strength to move forward. Interesting, in the last few readings that I did do before I had my break, we saw the strength card coming up quite a lot. And, you know, we gradually, it's been a really slow process for those of you with a divine masculine in a karmic relationship, because it's taking him a lot of time and courage to start being honest and start taking tiny steps forward. But here we see him listening to his intuition, trusting himself in knowing that he has the strength to put sort of the tornadoes behind him, you know, and to move forward with his life. Interesting, we see a small black cat here and we have a black cat over here. So, you know, he's basically saying, you know, now is the time. I want to move this on quickly. I've done enough being scared because I'm clear about what I want. And I do have the inner strength to move it forward. Let's see what... they're his plans. Let's see what action. What are the actions? What are the actions? Okay, they've just said we need to use these, which is quite strange. But anyway, some oracle. What are the actions that he's going to take next, please? What are the actions? What actions towards the Divine Femme? Okay. We have blow off some steam and we have share your gifts. I very much feel that this is about him getting rid of anything in the past that doesn't serve its purpose. So yes, we could say blow off your steam. That we usually, when we hear that, we think about him being angry about a situation, or, you know, letting rip at something. But in these circumstances, it just, for me, it feels like he's letting go of any negativity, getting rid once and for all of anything that doesn't serve his purpose. He's having this real realization that he has the strength to stand up to anything that is getting in his way. And I really feel that's what he's going to do, because he's recognizing that until he's done that, he won't be in a position to be more giving. And remember, we've already said that when he comes towards you, he wants to be able to, you know, give his all to you. He wants to put the work in, Divine Femme. But he knows that if there's stuff holding him back, until he's sort of released all that, and that is, look at this steam here. It's a real release, isn't it? So until he's released all the negativity, you know, he knows that he can't give wholeheartedly to your situation. So, you know, that's good that he has that realization now. They've just said to me he doesn't want you involved. So whatever he's dealing with, if he is dealing with a tricky situation, whether that be work, whether that be financial, whether that be another person, you know, he doesn't want you involved in that situation. So he wants to release whatever difficulties he's dealing with. It could be family issues for some of them. he wants to release that so that he can come forward with some sort of, solid offer to be able to put his all in, as I just said. What's this? Yeah, they're saying, look, be patient with him. You're not going to have to wait too long. It's interesting they put that underneath the Eight of Wands there, because the Eight of Wands is about speed, moving forward swiftly. And funnily enough, although this card says be patient, yes, they're having to wait for this person to let go, but how ironic that they gave us blow off steam. Once he lets go and slides down the slide, then he'll be ready to share his gifts with you. Funny how that all ties in, hey? So I don't believe we're going to be waiting forever. I do believe that there's going to be some form of communication or contact, and my eyes keep being drawn to these wands here. It feels a little chaotic. Some of the contact you may have from him may be chaotic. In terms of it may be a bit sort of hit and miss initially while he tests the ground, because remember, he's trying to stay very strong here. Yeah, so if it's not as straightforward, and again, that's a theme that was coming up before in previous readings, but maybe he's going to be contacting you. Sorry, I'll finish my sentence, then we'll come back to this. Maybe he's going to be contacting you to talk to you about what he really wants from the future, but he may be dipping his toe in the water just to see how you're going to react, because although he's being very strong, there's still the inner part of him that is quite scared about what your reaction's going to be. Spirit have just said he's going to take bite-sized steps. So some of the communication, and we have seen this before in previous readings, some of the communication may be sort of very little messages. Hi, how are you? How you doing? What you been up to? And that may be really irritating as a Divine Femme, because you're waiting to have a proper conversation with him. But at the moment, because he's managing the sort of strength to come forward with the fears that he's feeling internally, he may well manage it in that way. Do we need some of these, Spirit? Yeah. You see, he wants to present as the King of Pentacles. He wants to present as somebody who's very solid, very stable, knows what they want, in a good financial position. It's important to him to present as, somebody really solid that you can depend on. But he's going to take it bit by bit because he has those inner fears still. Do we need more? Okay. Yeah. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Look at this. Again, the Six of Cups. You really couldn't make this up, could you? We've got the Six of Cups twice in this reading. Very much a nostalgic card, but also a card of reunion. So you're definitely on his mind at the moment, and he definitely has reconciliation in mind, And, the Chariot, again, a card of speed, a card of forward movement, a card of, him galloping in to actually take control of this situation. That's come up with the Eight of Wands here. So, really, really important. I love the fact that these tie in, because although these are different decks, we have the Six of Cups here with the water lilies, and we have the water lily here. So, they're speaking to each other, definitely, these cards. Right, I'm going to get a message for the for the Divine Feminine. Yes, I am. I'm just debating where we get that from. Where do we get that from, please? Do we go back to Moonology? I love Moonology. Let's do it. Okay, Divine Femme, let's get an overall message for you. What we're saying here is the Divine Masculine You are very much on his mind. He has this strength now. He has some inner fears, but it's not going to stop him moving forward. But when he moves forward, and it is going to be soon, because we have, like we said, the Eight of Wands and the Chariot, he's going to take it step by step. But this is him approaching and sounding you out. So messages for Divine Femme, please. Oh. Yeah. If you have any fears relating to this, it's time to work through them. Because remember, you know, if this is your genuine twin flame, then whatever you're feeling, he'll be feeling, and vice versa, because mirrors are very much in, you know, in action here. I'm sure that wasn't good English, but you know what I mean. Anyway, if you're feeling it, chances are he's feeling it, and vice versa. So if you work through your fears, you will enable him to feel stronger, because he will pick that up telepathically. What else, please? What else for the Divine Feminine? What else, please? Yeah, look. Conclusions are within reach. And, you know, here we are. This is the card they've given us with the Eight of Wands, with the Chariot, to tell us things are moving quickly. So it's happening, Divine Femme, after all this time. It's happening. Now, you know, there is always a caveat, and I will always say timing is very much down to individual circumstances. We know that twin flame relationships are very much in divine timing. They're very spiritually led, divinely led. And therefore, you know, we can't give timescales in a general reading, obviously. Even in private readings, they're tricky, to be honest. So, but they're on their way. You know, we have lots of positives here. Certainly seeing the Six of Cups twice is majorly reassuring. I love that. Anyway, I'm going to leave that for now. I am going to try and do a couple more readings. I'm also going to hopefully get back into doing some horoscope readings. Horoscope? I don't like that word. But you know what I mean. Birth sign readings. And yeah, just go with the flow with me if you can. That'd be great. I ask too much, I know. But you know, I literally have to work with what I've got here, and all I've got is me. All right. Take care, everyone. And I will try and do a karmic read soon when I feel the timing is right. At the moment, Spirit are asking me very much to concentrate on the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, and to push the karmic situation aside. I hope you understand that. I have to follow the guidance that I'm given. So, okay, everybody, have a beautiful week, and we will catch up soon. Take care. Bye.